Today, we're gonna start off by talking about our intrusive thoughts.
Yes.
So go
So
on.
Frank.
This is Palm Tree. Go.
Hey, what's up?
That's Palm Tree. I'm Rack, and
This is Frank.
this is Frank.
All right, Frank. So let me tell you about the day my intrusive thoughts won. And I already told this to Rack over here, and he had some interesting commentary.
Well, what happened?
I forgot what I said.
Maybe you'll remember once I tell you. So I'm chatting with a coworker.
Okay.
We'll call her Lauren. And Lauren, she needs like a wheelchair to get around. And there's a mall nearby.
Oh no!
There's
Now I
a mall.
remember.
There's a mall nearby that that she likes to go to a lot. And the thing is, with the wheelchair, it's a little hard to get around because sometimes the ramps might be too inclined, or there'll be so many people that you can't really.
Wait, there's not a standard for fucking ramps.
No, there is. But
No, I
it's
mean
just saying
like you're saying they can make whatever the steepness of the ramp whatever they want.
they might. I don't know if someone's gonna be a jerk and like make it too high, make it like a perfect 90-degree angle.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
But anyways, she needs the help of like her kid to help her get around. So what she wanted was these motorized scooters that go around.
Yeah.
That way she doesn't need anybody to depend on. But apparently at the mall that we go to, you're not allowed to enter the stores if you have a scooter. And my first question was, well, then what's the point of going to the mall if you can't even enter the stores? You're just going to be wandering around. It's going to be very weird.
Wait, you can go into the mall, but you can't go into the stores?
If you use like a motorized scooter, because some of the stores are just too small, you won't be able to navigate.
You know, I don't know if that's fair or not. I'm not disabled, but also like I also kind of think like yeah, some of those stores are really cramped.
Yes, they are. They're actually very, very small.
Yeah, it's like trying to navigate like an 18-wheeler in like a school parking lot or something, you know? You're just not going to...
Okay, you didn't have to fucking call it an 18-wheeler.
That ain't what I meant. So anyways, Lauren tells me, I think the mall should just like redo some of the things. That way they can let handicapped people won't have such a hard time trying to go in. And without skipping a beat, Frank, I immediately said, yeah, well, I think the mall should just ban all handicapped people.
Oh, no.
Like just
And I
without
immediately-
even thinking.
I immediately was just kind of like, yeah, I remember now. I was like, dude, that's fucking super high risk. Like, you don't know.
Look, Lauren and I get along really well. I think she kind of sees me like kind of as like her own son in a way. And I just felt, yeah.
Wait, this is a much older person?
Yes.
And you fucking did a Zoomer joke on these people?
It's not a Zoomer joke. It's
not
just
a-
dark humor.
I guess so.
Dark humor doesn't belong to anybody. And as far as I know, she took it really well. She was cackling like a hyena.
She's fucking crying
And
at
the other
home.
coworker that was there too, she was also laughing because it's like, see, I freaking tell you, man. All these Leos, they think they just have all this energy to just
What
do
the
this.
fuck? Leos?
Yeah, the horoscopes and all that.
Okay, you know what?
These fucking Leos.
I mean, to be honest,
Like, whoa, what's all this?
I was gonna say that's a little ridiculous, don't you think? That they're. Well, I was gonna say, is this hypocritical of me? I was like, oh, fucking Zoomer joke, and then like other people are just like, yeah, fucking Leos and
Aquarius.
Pisces and all this shit.
I don't think so. Like I used to think all that stuff was like eye rolling stuff. Now it's just whatever. It's no different than if someone told me they were of another religion or some sort. You just kind of let people do with their own things.
You know,
But
I feel like if left alone long enough, I'd probably believe in that stuff. Just because, like, my brain would make up some kind of fucking pattern. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, yeah.
there's got to be a reason.
You're a Leo? The only Leos I've ever met work in an office. Like, just nonsense.
Look, this guy licks urinals on his days off. There's got to be a reason he's like this, okay?
He's got
to be like a Sagittarius or some shit.
He loves-
the urinal cake.
He loves urinal cakes. Oh, shit.
But he takes them dry.
Should I say that? Should I say what I'm thinking right now? Should I let the intrusive thoughts not win, but out?
Well, anyways,
It's because...
that was a very funny moment. I just thought I'd tell you about that. But yeah, of course, I wouldn't do that with like other coworkers or other people that I thought I'm not as close by. But one day I'll let you know what happens.
Well, I have intrusive thoughts as well, of course, like everybody does.
Hold on.
We're all human. But I've never experienced where I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'm just going to say it.
He says shit at work. When we go to work, he says some shit at the fucking place, and I'm just like, oh my god, how does he get away with it? And
see,
people are just like, "Whoa, I love this guy," and I'm over here like fucking Nosferatu in the
Like
back.
Gump?
In the back, like, how the fuck does this fucking idiot make friends like this?
well, it's easy, man. You
He
kind of
goes like,
well,
I mean, he
go
look
on,
one
go
of the
on.
one of the things I've seen him. He just goes over there and he just hits them in the fucking back, and he just bam. He just makes fucking noises.
You hit him in the back.
He hits them sort of. He just goes bam.
Look, at least he's not grabbing ass.
Oh,
I bet you, Frank.
Oh, you mean like that? No, dude. Like I do that with all the guys at work.
You grab their
'Cause, like,
asses.
Yes.
Yes, I grab their
Exactly.
asses and I firmly squeeze. No, no. I tap them on the back and I go bam, 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 and they're like, and they do it to me as
I
well.
can't
and
wait for
myself.
that to fucking backfire on you one day. You're like, "What's up?" Boom, you hit him. Fucking spills boiling hot coffee on them.
That's why I only do it to people that I trust, who I've been working with for
He
years.
goes over and he looks at him. He's like, "They got the non-slick shoes on right now. I could smack the shit out of this person right
The
now."
thing, I don't straight up just hit them. I just kind of just tap them and go bam like that, and they're like, oh yeah, it's gone.
No, he hits them with enough force that he pulls their bodies like forward, and then they fall on their back.
They fall onto the fucking the stove. On the
They
fucking
fall on
grill
the hot
top.
milk that's on the counter for some reason.
Exactly.
And it's like when Big Boss when you play as Big Boss in Part 5, Metal Gear Solid 5, and you beat up the guys at Mother
Yeah,
Base,
that's
and they're all
exactly
like,
what it is.
"Thank you, boss."
He puts his coworkers. I mean, he's fucking team leader. Okay, he puts him in a fucking chokehold, and he's like, "You like working here, huh? Don't you, bitch?"
Yes, boss. Thank you for that, boss.
And morale's up, and then we end up making like $8,000 in profit the next day.
Yeah, except that's if the shipping fucking truck comes in that
Yeah.
day.
And I bet you only take about 500 of that home because the rest goes to your corporate overlords.
Yes.
Yeah,
This
but
is
that's
why
fine.
we need socialism.
Listen, whatever. They can have as much money as they want as long as rent gets paid. We don't give a shit. But
Yeah.
listen, it's like I remember also cutting the grass and just being like, "Oh, whoa, I love gasoline."
Did you know that in ancient Rome there was a
They
urine
huffed
tax?
gasoline? Urine tax?
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna whip out some fucking Roman bullshit.
Yeah. Look,
What
Roman history.
what about it?
So back then, people would pee in like these public restrooms, and I guess they didn't filter out the urine. Instead, they would do it in these like pots. And at the end of the day, or at some time period, somebody would go and collect the urine, or it like belonged to the state, so that way they can sell it back to certain people because urine could be used to clean clothes, to clean teeth. Look, the Romans were gross, but they were kind of smart about making money. And they placed a tax on urine. So instead of, let's say, oh, I'll buy it for like $1 for a bottle. No, you get to pay like $1 and like 15 cents or whatever.
Yeah, but what if you were like Diogenes? You just peed in the fucking ground.
Well, then there goes your money. I mean, I guess there's no tax for you then.
So wait, you're saying that like the way that they
Look,
Diogenes. Shut up! You're talking about like you crush the way we crush cans today is they collect urine.
A little bit, yeah.
We gotta do that.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds
See-
very lucrative, to be honest.
We're taxing urine.
We just need to find a reason to do it. Like, what do we do? What are we using the urine for? And don't
I have
say
an
huffing
I
it.
have an answer actually. So the other day I got sent this video of Extreme Preppers. It's a show on National Geographic. Okay.
Look, speaking of urine.
Hold on, listen, don't acknowledge the TV that we have just playing in the background. It's honestly, I'm thinking about turning it off.
No, it's
But
fine. Preppers.
so we were talking about, no, not we were talking about. I was sent this video about preppers, and they are very extreme, like very extreme preppers. Some of them are like doing all. They first of all, not all of them believe in the same thing.
You
Okay?
do mean by doomsday preppers?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Not all of them believe in the same thing. Some people believe in like a financial crisis downfall. A couple of them believe in like the failure of the banks. Nothing ridiculous. Nobody, well, at least the ones that they interviewed that
So
they
it's-
actually viewed, none of them were like, oh,
the sky is gonna fall off. or
Yeah, it
some
seems
shit.
like
no,
everybody
no.
has their
Well,
own.
one of them was like nuclear attack, classic, right? But nobody said anything like zombies. You know what I mean? Nobody
Yeah.
said anything like zombies, and I don't remember if anybody said race war.
Will they even like fucking air that?
I don't think they would, but like I'll show you the video I got sent.
Was this
it's-
online or was it in TV?
It's on YouTube. I mean, it was probably a TV show, but I bring it up because two things. One, There was one guy who drank his own urine. He filtered it like again and again and again until it turned. It was not clear. Okay, it was still
The closest it could be to clear for
Yeah,
him.
but his whole thing was like, I just need to remove the uric acid or whatever, and I was like, and his wife seemed completely okay with it. They were also drinking it out of wine glasses for some reason, like as if that shit was gonna make it any better. But it was really ridiculous.
That sounds fucked.
I mean,
That can't be good in the long run.
no, somebody in the chat was like, yeah, or you could just like fucking filter rainwater, you know,
Assuming it rains.
or a lake. Like they're like, you can get rain every morning. You be patient. Like, you would have to plan if you're gonna. Okay, first off, these preppers, if they're gonna fucking plan ahead, they might as well set up the fucking water thing, because every morning the dew comes in, right? And if the dew comes in, you put it down and it seeps down into like a. You can set up like a bag thing where it goes through all these filters, like a bunch of fucking like flour bags and shit like that, like the old school bags that potatoes would come in, all the canvas, all kinds of shit. And you don't have to fucking, you can, there's so many other ways to get water other than fucking urine.
Do you remember where they lived? Like what region?
I don't remember where they lived, but like
Because I imagine you couldn't. I don't know if you can do that.
most of these people sounded like they lived in California,
Uh,
like
okay.
Montana, Idaho, all this stuff.
yeah.
And there was also some people who like you've seen the thing where they what do you call it, missile silos. I remember the one thing I did think was cool was that there are people who lived in like abandoned schools.
Yes,
You ever seen that one?
Yeah, that one was actually. A little
I think
more
I
interesting.
think it seems a little ridiculous, but I think the middle school that me and him went to, I think that would have been like, imagine if that was our house, that whole fucking building.
Oh, that would keep you
like
really comfortable.
What about the high school? I feel like the high school's too spread.
The high school is the high school. If you look at it from the top, it's kind of like it looks like that.
Yeah, it's like
you
a hand.
So it would be a little hard to, unless you had like a really large amount of people and each one kind of gets their own space, perhaps.
Oh, I'll get the 200s hallway.
You get the
400s
300s.
hallway,
Yeah.
all that stuff. No, but the elementary school.
And now with the auditorium that they added, it's even more expensive.
You mean the like the separate building?
Yeah.
Okay, well, but the elementary school that they had was one of those like, I don't know. You've seen the elementary schools that are like really compact. They don't take up a lot of square feet, but they are tall. They got like 2 stories.
Like 2 stories, yeah.
Like the school district building. The school district building in our town used to be an elementary school. You've seen it, right?
Yeah, it's like from
yeah.
the early 1900s.
Yeah, like,
It's like very squared.
okay, imagine if that was your house.
Oh, dude, that's
But
great.
speaking of that kind of stuff, I've told Frank many times, like, man, it'd be so cool if I had like a prison toilet.
Oh
Why
yes,
a prison toilet?
the industrial like steel.
Yeah, like no, like
Toilets?
imagine like if like fuck the porcelain toilets, it would be awesome to have like a stainless steel toilet. I mean, I'm a guy, I don't need the lid. It's permanently like that, you know.
Is way less messier.
Way cleaner. Would you want a black toilet? Like imagine stainless steel like this or whatever, the brushed aluminum, maybe like a DeLorean. You ever seen those?
Yeah.
Or would you want like a black toilet?
Maybe not black, because I imagine it'd be all harder to clean it out because you can't see anything. So
Well, out
it
of sight, out of mind.
Nah, man, I like to kind of keep a good, tidy space. So I go with the stainless steel over the black, honestly.
Ah, fuck. As long as it's like white, you know how I had the previous toilet.
But I would like a lid on it though,
a lid. Yeah.
because what I've read is when you flush, a lot of that smell comes up when the water's going
Yeah,
down.
but like you go to the you take a shower immediately after you take a shit, right?
Say that again?
You don't take a shower after you poop?
Well, yeah, but sometimes it's not always possible.
You're supposed to shower every time you poop.
Shut up.
Wait, isn't that wasting more water though?
You're
It's not
gonna.
about the water. You're supposed to be clean.
True,
I mean, that's what they
but
have.
that's
toilet
why I
paper
have
for,
like fucking like.
or bidets.
Well, a bidet would be more economic, honestly.
Yeah, because why shower when you can just get a bidet?
Fuck, I didn't think about it.
Yeah, well, not all of us can get a bidet.
You can. If any of us could get bidets, it'd probably be you.
Yeah, look, you just get the fucking shower head with the hose. You bend over and you blow your ass.
And what
out.
if you don't? And what if you don't have something like that? What if it's stuck to the wall? What are you supposed to do?
Like you said,
You're supposed to, like,
someone like
handstand?
me can get one. I have one. I go in the shower because if you get a bidet, yeah, a bidet doesn't move. You get the shower, you get the fucking manguera, you fucking blow your ass out. It's fine. You blow all the chunks off, smash them down the fucking drain.
You don't put it down the drain.
Hey, sometimes you don't have a choice.
What cereal do y'all eat?
I don't like cereal. Well, what do you actually eat cereal as like a meal for breakfast?
I do.
Same.
I don't.
Same.
You eat it as a snack or what?
I get sugary cereal because I'm gonna get like a little fucking bowl. The little ramekin that I have. You ever seen that glass thing? I get a little bit of that. But I don't really have cereal as like
a balanced
a
meal.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I ate cereal, I'm ready to go. So, yeah, that's psychotic to me. But that's also because like most cereal is sugary. Like what the only good cereals that I know of is like Raisin Bran.
Raisin Bran and plain Cheerios.
Oh,
My dad bought me plain Cheerios. He thought they were Honey Nut Cheerios, so I just have to put up with it. But it was not bad.
they're not that bad, but like when you expect Honey Nut and it's the plain one, it's a pretty big disappointment.
It's like cardboard.
Yeah, but there's plain
But that's the beauty of Cheerios. You can add whatever
flavored
you want.
Cheerios.
You can want whatever you want to it.
and
But just
only
add
like,
it cinnamon.
Well, yeah, sure. You can add like a little cinnamon on it, or like just put
Banana,
some-
but like
I've never-
banana
I've never-
like
slices.
have it with a banana or some shit.
I don't like banana in the fucking cereal. Not because like it tastes bad, but just because
It
like
mixes with the milk and makes it all
no,
mushy.
it's just because as soon as I eat the banana, I will run out of banana before I run out of cereal.
Oh.
That's why whenever we cook food, we made jambalaya. I was like, no, I want to get like 2 packs of sausage.
What brands do you eat, Frank, of cereal? Like, what are your top?
Oh, dude,
Picks.
my top.
Wait, which one is the one you eat for breakfast as an actual like breakfast?
Yeah,
Astro
yeah,
Bre- Oh, dude, Special K all the way.
I
Special K.
do Honey Nut Cheerios or Raisin Bran because they both have good fiber.
For me, like the Special K blueberry or the fruit and yogurt.
I like just Raisin Bran. If I'm gonna have a cereal for breakfast as a meal, I go with Raisin Bran. But like any cereal as like I'm just gonna eat like a little bowl of this.
Now, what are your favorite snack cereals?
Yeah, what's your clearly bullshit cereal that like this isn't healthy at all?
Oh,
My,
dude.
my top three are gonna be
The answer is all of them. Like all of them. If you've ever looked at the calories of those things, they're probably fucked.
if you had to only pick 3 for the doomsday as a doomsday prepper, what would it be?
Golden Graham, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cocoa Pebbles.
Well, the one that I like isn't even like a brand. It just says s'mores on it. You've seen it, haven't you?
I've seen it. Those are really good.
They're really good, but it's not like
But I'm just imagining you go to Walmart and there's just a white box with Sharpie written s'mores on it.
No, it's a bag.
No, I know, but I'm just the way-
I think is that more depressing that it's a bag?
Oh, you get the bag ones, the discount
Well,
cereal.
it's because they don't sell it as a box.
I see.
But you have 2 options. You can get
A giant bag.
you can get like a bag or a pillowcase. Those are the only 2 options that you have in sizes.
Do you get the? Have you ever gotten the pillowcase?
I get the pillowcase
nice
because
you get more. You get more out of it. Fuck
It's
it.
like $5, dude. A pillowcase of fucking cereal.
chocolate.
Oh wait.
Chocolate frosted flakes.
Wait, hold on. I said s'mores.
2 more.
The Crave chocolate cereal
oh
Oh.
shit.
and the Special K chocolate cereal.
Okay. You know what?
Yeah, you have a thing for chocolate.
That's-
I noticed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you like, right? I mean, it's just simple as
If it's
that.
a- if
Because
it's
it's
a
just like it's just chocolate and milk, right?
If it's candy, I mean, if it tastes good, it tastes good.
Yeah, I bet you this guy's gonna say the fucking Sour Patch cereal.
No, I haven't tried those. And look, guys, I have a balance between like sour foods. I like sour candies.
Man, I thought you were gonna say balanced diet. That's horseshit.
Look, yeah, that is true though.
He's
but
like sugar. I guess I'll eat some vegetables
look,
tonight.
look. I don't want sour in my cereal. That's the last place I want to taste anything sour. So no, I haven't tried that, and I'm not gonna try it.
Do we get the chorizo cereal?
Chorizo cereal.
I mean chorizo. Fucking
That
churro.
sounds demonic.
Oh my god, dude! You actually.
No. I meant churro cereal. Churro.
I think I've tasted those. Those are nice.
I mean, it's just cinnamon. Also,
You guys remember French Toast Crunch?
Oh, dude, it still exists now. It
I
came
don't.
back.
I don't see it. I haven't seen it.
I was
in a
gonna
while.
say, okay,
But that shit was great.
what is a cereal that you like that is better than the actual name brand?
Better than the actual name brand?
Yeah, like, oh, you could get Golden Grams, or you can get the bag. The bag that's like the store brand.
Oh,
of
it's
Gold-
called like cinnamon clusters or some shit like
It's
that.
like you want Golden Grams or yellow squares.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yellow squares.
Yeah, the thing is, the Golden Graham bag one is called like honey clusters. The cinnamon toast crunch is called like cinnamon something. Cinnamon
If there's a chocolate
Cereal.
frosted flakes
Is there?
second brand, I would get
chocolate
that.
frosted flakes.
Oh wait, you're talking about like an off-brand of chocolate frosted flakes.
Yes.
What the
There
fuck?
might be.
If
yeah.
there is, I would get that.
we
in
might
a
have
heartbeat.
to like investigate that.
You know what
but I'm
cereal-
pretty sure it exists.
What's the worst cereal?
The worst cereal, dude.
I
I'm
want
sorry.
you to think. Oh, well, okay, go on.
I'm sorry, but like the worst cereal.
Oh, you better not.
Oh shit!
You better not.
There's
It's
a- there's a
probably
shotgun up there
it's
if we need
probably going to be like original kicks.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
coldest take.
That's.
The coldest take.
You know what? We should just shoot them just for having the cold.
Original kicks is kind of not.
Nah, I'm
No,
trying to-
no.
with
You're
me.
right. You're right. That just reminds me of the sad, like, before all this, just the sad ghetto days of eating stale kicks, watching,
no.
watching fucking PBS.
PB. Why did I knew you were gonna say PB?
Watch-
Because that's
PBS?
where the fucking Kicks ads were. Because I would eat Kicks
'Cause-
while watching the Kicks
PBS
ad on PBS and being like, wow, Arthur's kind of a fucking bitch. And I
At
didn't.
9 years old, this is what I was thinking.
I think PBS
Arthur's a fucking bitch.
This guy's a fucking idiot. like-
PBS could not, in good conscience, advertise like Cinnamon Toast Crunch because they'd be giving kids cavities, so they had to do kicks.
Because Kicks is like.
And instead, they give them night terrors.
why not just
Oh,
give him
yeah.
fucking Cheerios? Cheerios tasted better than fucking Kicks.
Cheerios, I do Cheerios over cakes any day. man.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
everything is okay. You can get the most bland cereal as long as it's not Kicks. But, well, okay,
Cornflakes.
hold. No, actually, that's a question because Kicks kind of sucks.
I know
Okay.
the worst cereal.
Hold up, Kicks kind of sucks, but it does have a nice like kind of. It can be kind of good if you're like, yeah, I want like a corn. It's fried, right?
Yeah, you want like a corn.
I want a fried
thing right
cornbread
now.
thing.
It's a craving.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be sick though if you like smashed up Kicks and use that as the breading for fried chicken next time we do it.
That could work actually.
'Cause it's
structurally it could work.
I mean,
I don't know.
I just wonder if it could turn into like a finer dust because they're like little balls, and then like you put that in the fried chicken.
You have to like dry them out really well.
No, they're already dry. They're already dry.
There's
But they'd also be ever so slightly sweet. But go on, you were gonna say the worst cereal.
The one that I never liked was Frankenberry. I could never do Frankenberry or Blueberry.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the shotgun.
Yeah, is that a hot take?
I've never tasted that one.
I tasted both of those.
They're like excessively sweet.
Either when I
And
had them.
I don't really like strawberries, so that also doesn't help.
Oh, not a bad cereal, but I remember this dude over here. He bought a fucking cereal that had like freeze dried strawberries in it.
Yeah.
Have you ever tasted freeze dried strawberries?
Yeah.
And how they're just like the fucking concentrate. Yeah,
It just
he
hits
couldn't
you.
handle that. He
What do
couldn't.
you mean he couldn't handle it? What'd you do? Spit them out? Did
it
you,
was too fucking sweet. It was like disturbingly
He
sweet.
says sweet. He says sweet, but I know that I would describe it as sharp. It's like really sharp strawberry flavor. Just like imagine if strawberry was concentrated into like a liquid. Just a squirt of that.
like the Mio that you add into water, like that liquid.
Yeah, but I mean, definitely next time try it again. But like let the strawberries like soak in the milk.
Maybe that was the problem. Maybe I was just eating it too damn fast.
I
like
think
a
the
fucking
worst
idiot.
cereal across the board is like Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Puffs.
You
No,
don't like
not
those?
Cocoa Puffs. Fruity Pebbles and the chocolate pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah, Cocoa Pebbles.
You don't like them?
No, I don't like how they turn to mush very quickly.
Okay, you know what? That's okay.
That's understandable.
That's totally understandable because
Yeah.
it's not cereal anymore. You're eating oatmeal.
Hey, what do y'all think of this? Is it true, or at least in your experience, does Captain Crunch cut the roof of your mouth?
No, people who have that,
Wait,
people who do that,
what is the shape of that?
it's a
Square or circles?
I think it's the circle
pillow,
one is
you're talking about the pillowcase thing?
yeah.
Those yellow
That's Captain
things?
Crunch. That's the original Captain Crunch. People who cut themselves while eating cereal that's a little fucking weird.
Because they probably eat it dry.
I mean, I do
Honestly,
that.
they're probably eating it straight out of the box.
I do that all the time, but it's never cut myself. But Captain Crunch, I always it has this side and then it has this side,
Yeah.
and I always laid it down. I never like bit into it sideways.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
I have hurt myself on a Dorito once.
Oh yeah, because Doritos are pointy.
Yeah, they're like
Where did you hurt yourself?
I think it just like went in between one of my baby teeth, like when I was little,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Ow, it hurt."
Yeah, those pointy nachos, man. Like the Santitas, the other brand that they sell.
Where the fuck did I put the other chips? Oh shit! I took them out of the room, so that means somebody might have them.
Oh well.
They're gone now.
We're gonna have a competition. Who can hurt themselves the quickest?
Let me eat all these Doritos and Captain Crunch all at the same time.
But
What's up, guys? I'm gonna drink milk.
I'm gonna just
But I'm
drink
gonna
a
put
gallon
them.
of milk.
But I'm gonna put them with the pointy tip
Do you like
hitting my palate, so when I slam my mouth, like it'll just stab into it.
It's like it sounds like a a saw torture method.
Maybe.
You're gonna eat these fucking
Doritos.
You're going to eat these another KFC. These Popeyes biscuits with no water.
How long can you survive?
I want to play a game.
I want to play a game. You're gonna eat these fucking.
When was the last Saw movie that came out?
I don't know. It's kind of better that we don't know. Moving on.
Spiral, which was like a year ago,
So,
How do you know that?
because I.
oh,
like
the
Saw
one
movies.
with Chris Rock.
Yes.
Wait, Chris Rock was it?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I think those movies are fucking boring. Like I don't know.
I mean,
It deteriorated over time.
It deteriorated immediately as it hit the theater.
No, way. I disagree.
What was the fucking what's good about the movie?
That's so great. Well, the first movie is really
The drama?
And it gave us-
grounded in itself.
and it gave us
I
Scary
think-
Movie 4.
You didn't love your daughter. I'm gonna rip your fucking jaw. Is that the point of the
No,
movie?
that's part 4. Fuck part 4.
Oh, I was
no,
right.
part 1 is more grounded in itself and it just focuses
Whoops!
on
You slipped
one.
into a pool of needles.
That's part 2. No,
Are you making these up and you don't even realize like they're actually part of the movie?
I seen glimpses of
glimpses.
these
Yeah,
things.
no, and like to me personally, after 3, it stopped being enjoyable. I feel like the writing just went like, yeah, fuck it, who cares?
This reminds me of Final Destination. Like,
How many people are in like the traps? How many people are trapped?
In
At
the
a
first
time,
movie,
at a time, yeah.
first movie is only 2. The second one is like 18.
holy shit, that's a hell of a jump.
Yeah, dude. I was about to say that's probably why because literally I was gonna say
Well, that was a lie. It was like 5.
what's okay. No lie. How many people are in the first movie trapped?
2.
Okay, see, so that's probably why like the first movie was really good to some people. I think it's garbage, right? But it was probably really good because they kept it to like
A bare minimum.
Yeah, they didn't fucking blow their load and be
No.
like, we're gonna get hundreds of people. I mean, I don't know. Listen, I don't know what the fuck is going on with the Ring movies, but right there's a Ring movie where like everybody on the plane watches it or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
that's Rings. That's part 3.
Yeah, and like the whole thing is that the movie goes like viral, and it's on the internet now, and everybody can see it, and it's like,
And what's the point?
it's too.
It's supposed to be a fucking like urban legend kind of thing. It's supposed to stick to like, oh, is it real? Is it not?
So
But like the third
mean-
movie just went out the fucking door. It's like, no, it's a fucking virus now.
it's probably easy for me to say, like, oh, I just would have stopped, right? But let's say the company is like, no, you need to make another fucking movie. What the fuck are you gonna do? People are still fucking around with VHS tapes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, because VHS is at that.
the
No,
closest thing I can think of
maybe CDs.
is like passing. Well, they probably did it in the movie. They're passing around a USB or something.
Yeah, that's
But
probably.
but then once I had like if fucking Palm Tree gave me the fucking USB, I would have been like, funny, scary, upload to YouTube. You know what I mean? End of
yeah,
story.
that's it, and like that. That's
It
the
all
end of the
leads back
story.
to like the same thing.
Have you seen the movie?
I haven't seen Rings. No.
Okay, we don't know what we're talking about. But I mean, it just seems ridiculous from what I can tell. And I mean, I don't know. Could they could have made maybe some like interesting like hipster characters, like us who are just like, oh wow, VHS tapes and oh cassette tapes or whatever. Oh, that's cool. Let's do that. You know, like let's investigate. We've heard rumors, blah blah blah. I mean, because right, ghost hunters use tapes sometimes for all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like just
Yeah.
the
Ghost Hunters they always rely on the old shit.
you know, I feel like maybe what if that movie did go to found footage?
That would have been more interesting.
Like imagine if what's up guys? I'm on YouTube and blah blah blah. I heard that if you watch this tape, I'm not gonna show it to you guys because it could be too scary. Blah blah blah. Like I don't want to. Like let's say that the person
You like embed the link in the description if you
no
want to
no
see more.
not even that. They just that would ruin the movie. I don't know. It would be a stretch, okay, but I would assume that like imagine me as a YouTuber who's like imagine me as a YouTuber who's clearly trying to make their YouTube channel scary. Like, what's up, guys? It's another vlog or whatever. And so I'm gonna watch it, and I'll let you know what I think about it. Because, and then something simple where they're just like, I don't want to get copyright claim if this has music in it or whatever. So he or she doesn't show us the video, but now they're doing vlogs of them being hunted or whatever, haunted
Yeah.
by Samara. Her name is Samara, right?
Samara. Yeah, in the English version it's called Samara.
Yeah, so imagine if that was the case. It's a YouTuber, and we're seeing it from the point of view of his vlogs.
There's actually 2 movies that do that involve just people going missing.
A little bit like Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, in a sense. But yeah. Yeah, a little bit like that where it's from like a certain perspective.
You know, we don't really watch a lot of horror movies, right? Not even you.
No, because the thing is a lot of horror movies nowadays is kind of just jump
What are you
scare.
talking about?
and
You're the one that gets all those collections of like classic horror.
I like that because it's fun. It's
But we don't.
interesting.
But
There's,
he's not looking at like the future.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, he's not looking at the like
See,
the now.
like even like it's unfortunate because like all these cool horror movies, all these horror movies are coming out. Some of them look cool, and then when you watch it, you're like, this is fucking stupid.
Like the advertisement.
yeah,
worked
it
better.
hypes it up too much. Like certain movies that are coming out now, like that came out, like Pray for the Devil, The Pope's Exorcist, The Boogeyman looks really good.
Oh, dude, the Pope's Exorcist. I knew from the start that movie was not going to be that good.
We still need to watch. Definitely need to watch
Like
the Skinamarink or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, Skinamink.
Skinamink. Definitely like that's.
It looks interesting.
That's the movie I was told. Like, don't look up shit.
Because it spoils it really
Like-
fucking fast.
I was told absolutely for no reason, don't look up shit. Just watch it. Don't look up anything. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Because the advertisements don't show shit.
No, that's a thing.
They're literally. I don't think I've even seen like a trailer. All I've ever seen are like the poster or whatever, or of the kids sitting in the hallway or something.
Yeah, I saw that too. There was a trailer, but it was only like 10 seconds.
Yeah, like they.
I was like, all right, cool, whatever.
I think I watched that YouTuber Mr. Gigi.
Yes.
His review is only 16 minutes. Like 16, 15 minutes, and all he says in the video is like, he says nothing. Everything he says is like vague as shit, and he's just like, yeah, you better go look at it.
I'm like, yeah, those 4 movies, including Skinamink, I'm like, yeah, these movies look super, super fucking cool to watch.
And something about it. I mean, we're just not looking at it. We gotta look. We gotta go take a
Yeah,
look.
like I dig The Conjuring. I think The Conjuring is like, okay, it's like where it's like campy but very fascinating all at the same time.
because that one might as well have been like a. That one might as well have been. Like a comic book movie.
Yes.
Like that
A
might
little
as well that might as well have been in like the Constantine universe.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like you saw it with us?
The Conjuring?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw all 3 of them.
Yeah, right? Like that clearly could have been like just Constantine, like an offshoot of Constantine or something, with some of the ridiculousness that
I think
happens.
so.
And yeah, I don't know. Oh, but what I definitely, if you've never seen it, if you care about horror movies, but like just don't have the time to watch it, there's this YouTuber that I told Frank here about called, I don't know his name actually, but all you have to do is type in like ending explained. But his,
Yeah.
But his name, I think his name is Film Comics Explained. But he covers a lot of horror movies, and the thing is, when you watch if you watch his YouTube channels, his YouTube channel, when you watch his YouTube videos, you're like, what the fuck? Let's say he put out like 10 videos in a month, right?
All right.
That means that 10 horror movies came out within like
a couple weeks.
within a couple months.
So it's basically like the most recent.
Like if you go to, like, I'll show you his YouTube channel later. It's like, dude, there are hundreds. There's like
Dozens.
10s to 20s to 30s of horror movies that just come out and you never heard about them. Like, have you ever heard of the Deep House?
No.
You ever heard of Antlers?
I've heard of
Think
Antlers.
Antler-
I think Antlers is one of the videos I saw.
Antlers. There's another one.
Is it the one that starts with the guy with him and his friend? They're like in a liquor store, and the friend dies.
No, that one's called The Ritual.
That one I remember.
Yeah, that one was cool. I saw his video and I still watched that movie.
Yeah.
The Ritual, yeah. Okay, no. Now I know what you're talking about. Yes.
The Ritual one is like a flesh deer.
Yeah.
That's like a Norse flesh deer.
Mm-hmm.
Antlers is another one. There's another one that I have on my computer called the Long Night or something. But basically, there's a bunch of horror movies. There's another horror movie where a little girl raises a bird,
Okay.
and the bird loves her and protects her and all this stuff, but the bird is kind of like represent, because the mom is like really abusive and is like, you need to be a ballerina.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to me that the bird is expressing what the daughter can't, and like kills the mom or attacks the mom or something. But then
I've never heard of that movie.
But then the bird also is making itself look like the daughter.
Whoa, that's interesting.
I gotta see this. I gotta see the trailer.
And the bird likes the little girl, wants to protect the little girl, and only sees the mom abusing the little girl, right? So it goes after the mom. So basically, yeah, there's a bunch of horror movies that you've never heard of that just come out.
Where did and who are they for? Like, where did they come out if not in theaters?
They're probably like
They just distribute
on demand, or probably even not even from this country.
Like,
You know, I bet you a lot of them are in America, some are Canada, but I think a lot of these movies are actually from they are from like streaming services.
Okay, yeah, like Peacock and Hulu and blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
Tubi.
Probably a lot of Netflix ones. I think it's kind of weird. Not a lot of people talk about Shudder. Okay,
Shudder, yeah.
Not a lot of people talk about Shudder, but it seems like a lot of horror movies are still coming out on Netflix and Shudder.
Yeah. A lot of shows too.
But I hope Shudder is doing good, because I can't imagine subscribing to just a horror based.
Apparently they're doing really good.
Some people are really into the horror thing, so yeah, I guess I can see it.
You were busy, and we saw the last episode, the third episode, which is the last one of In Search of Darkness 3.
Which one was that one?
That's a 5-hour documentary on horror movies.
Oh, yeah. I
remember we watched the other 2 5-hour parts?
Yeah. And then we saw a science fiction one too.
Yes. Well, they finally came out with part 3.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of more of the same, right?
Yes, it was pretty much just like focusing on the VHS craze.
Oh,
And the
wow.
rental stuff.
Yes.
Nice.
It was focusing more on that and like how certain films became super popular and made a lot of money because of the VHS craze.
Because you would like rent them out at like
You'd get
Blockbuster?
like a second wind.
What do you mean a second wind?
You didn't make a lot of money in the theater, but you make like a boatload.
On
Because you're-
DVDs,
Well, VHS.
VHS at the time.
Because like the rental companies would have to spend like thousands of dollars on like a lot, a pallet or whatever
Right.
of the VHS tapes.
And on top of that, I wonder if they had to secure like the rights to do it, right? I don't know if that existed. Because
I don't-
what chains existed? Blockbuster?
Oh, no, not Blockbuster. The reason I say no, not Blockbuster, was because the horror genre specifically was relying on the mom and pop.
Yes.
Oh.
Because Blockbuster wouldn't
Touch those.
really give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mom and pop shops actually are like the reason why those movies were so successful in the VHS craze.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Like
Because
you know how you like obscure stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So Blockbuster would not carry the obscure stuff.
No, that makes
Lots
sense.
you can make a movie for $20,000, a little horror movie, but only the mom and pop places would carry it.
Like they always make those jokes about movie stores where they have like a secret adult section, and I'm assuming Blockbuster would not have that.
No, Blockbuster would not have that kind of stuff. And so you'd have to go to the mom and pop places. But those things clearly died faster than Blockbuster did because
Yeah.
Blockbuster was corporate and
They didn't buy Netflix when they had the chance.
yeah, they didn't buy Netflix when they had the chance. But also, here's another thing. We didn't really realize it, okay? But there were in the horror scene, it seems like there are like corporate horror movies,
Corporate
right?
horror movie, yeah.
I don't know if you've heard this before, but there's some horror movies that are like, it's a little weird because you're like, so and so made this movie. Wow, what a great movie. But then when like a company like, oh, I don't know if it was Orion or something, but when a studio actually backed a horror movie, they're like, ew, corporate horror movie.
Oh, like it's uncool if you have like the backing of like a major studio.
Yeah,
United Artists or Orion, Paramount.
Orion, isn't it?
Yeah, Orion.
Paramount or
So what?
Fox even.
They want? Oh yeah, Fox is corporate. But wait, so they wanted indie horror movies.
Well, in the documentary, they make it sound like it's like
It's a taboo if you.
it's a little taboo. But then some of the people in the documentary are like, no, some people they still made good movies. I don't know what you're talking about.
They made damn good movies.
Well, yeah, aren't most well-known horror movies corporate in that sense? Like,
Well, back then, that's the whole thing,
Yeah.
right? A lot of indie people were making horror movies, and
like the Blair Witch is probably a good example of something indie because
that was really late.
very late.
That was already
Late
like
90s.
that was the 90s. That was
1999.
that was already the end, dude. That
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was,
it was like some end game horror shit.
That
but-
was the beginning of the internet age,
yeah,
kind
so
of.
they like took full advantage of the whole situation of like,
oh man, there's two movies I would love to see. Imagine Blair Witch again, okay?
okay,
But in the beginning, it's like all happy and whatever because of the we're going back to the prepper thing,
Yeah.
right? The prepper thing I was talking about earlier. Instead, it's like, what's up, guys? This is my it's I don't know why I keep thinking of YouTube, but it's like a VHS tape found. It's like 1999, okay? And it's like the filming of what's the filming? It is the last recordings of a family that went out into the woods because they believed that Y2K was gonna happen.
Okay.
And weird shit happens out in the woods, okay? But this is like in California,
okay,
right?
yeah,
They're out in the woods. They're not super far away. They haven't, let's say they haven't really gotten that far away. So at night, it's like maybe it's just really quiet out in the woods, but they can hear fucked up shit happening in the city. Maybe this doesn't have to be a movie, but that sounds like an interesting short.
yeah.
Because remember when we were eating out there in the dark,
Yeah,
And I was just like, dude, what if we saw like something fall and then like all the lights in the city over there like turned off?
and everything started turning magenta.
Yeah,
You know,
that is a good scenario. Like I can see that happening.
Maybe not a movie, right?
Maybe like some YouTube shorts
Yeah, something like that.
where every recording is like
its own story.
5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, and they keep uploaded. They're uploaded like every week or something. They slowly build a story. But if you see them on their own without any context, they're still very.
Have you ever
entertaining.
heard of that YouTube channel called the Sun is Missing or whatever?
Yeah,
That one was cool, but I think it's still going, and I don't care mentally to go look at it because like, oh, you're still going.
like analog. Yeah, analog horror can kind of.
It can kind of dry up.
It can hit and it's a hit or miss. Like
Yeah,
real
it's
bad.
already getting parody like up the ass,
Yeah, that's true.
and that's not like necessarily a bad thing, but it just shows you how like bankrupt it can be at times.
It relies too much on the same shtick.
But
and it
dude,
starts
speaking
to-
of like first person view of these things, like the McPherson tapes,
The mixed something
that
like,
is that is like really good,
Ghostwatch as well.
like a backdrop.
I don't know what Ghostwatch is. What's that?
Ghostwatch was a BBC program.
Oh yeah, the British thing.
Yeah, that's the one.
I want to see that.
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't
actually
seen-
on Tubi right now.
Oh, dude, I gotta make an appointment to like see that, because apparently from what I heard is that this show, it was like Blair Witch. They didn't say it was fake or anything. They made it sound like this was a real incident that happened where they sent a
Are they,
British camera crew to like
in like a building?
like a building, haunted location, and the things that happened there are apparently so scary it terrified like the whole country. And then later they
food.
No food. I mean, if they had food, all their food was fucking rotten now. It was
Frozen.
fucking spoiled. All kinds of bad shit. And
Yeah, that was like a really odd. I did not expect that because I wasn't aware that Texas has its own power grid that's separate from the rest of the country.
yeah, I mean,
And there's no backup. So if Texas fails, that's it.
no, Texas. So if you don't realize it, look. This is a guess, right? This is my intuition.
Sure.
My intuition is that every couple of years or so, we get somebody who is like, Texas should secede. As a matter of fact, there was like a really big push. Mind you, this is still a pathetic little push, but it was the biggest pathetic little push around this year, where like it went to court, right? It went to court, and I think that's definitely some kind of show that they put on.
Yeah, I don't
because hold on, because they definitely put it on. They put on the show because they want to keep you away from the reminder that we are on a separate shitty little grid, and two, Texas doesn't have its own water supply.
It doesn't?
No, Texas has to get our water from out of state.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we don't have a lot of like we do have lakes, but
none of those lakes are at all enough to do anything for the entire state.
We have a lot of people.
As a matter of fact, those lakes, like there's a lake near, well, not near, but it's all the way over there. But it's for us. It's for us.
The residents.
It's for the RGV, and that thing, that there's a dam there.
Oh, you mean Falcon?
Yeah, Falcon Lake. That place is probably like, oh wow, it's gonna generate power for us. It's not gonna generate power it's gonna generate power maybe for the region in an emergency situation, but not for fucking
the whole state.
The whole state.
No, it would be able to do that.
We don't have jack shit like that. You know?
That's a terrifying thought.
Yeah, no, Texas cannot stand on its own at all. Just like I think California can't stand on its own at all either.
Oh, yeah.
As a matter of fact, we were watching that video. I never got to finish it. You probably did.
The super state one?
Yeah, that Texas is probably going to become a super state soon.
The fuck is a super state?
Well, from what I could tell in the video, when he meant a super state, it just meant like a state that generates so much income and so many people want to move there.
An economic super state.
Yeah, because a lot of companies are leaving California because they don't like paying the high taxes that they have. And they're relocating to Austin, for example, like Tesla.
Yeah,
Tesla's
because Austin is like a mini California. Well, not California, but LA.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right about that. The most California Texas ever gets, it's going to be in Austin. That's why so many people flock there. I mean, I could tell you for firsthand experience.
Yeah, and so in reality, it kind of sucks. It's like I was like, I don't like Joe Rogan, and I don't like Elon Musk. But I'll admit I was kind of like, oh wow, it's kind of cool. They're gonna come over here.
That they're coming to your state.
Yeah, I was like,
I mean, it's not like you're going to see them in person, but
no, I was more excited for like, oh, maybe there'll be a little boost to our regional economy.
Yeah.
But no, there was a lot of bad shit. Maybe not from Joe Rogan, but
from Elon, yeah.
Elon, lots of bad shit happened. He's like, to my understanding, he's like harassing the shit out of the people at Boca Chica, where is it Boca Chica?
Yeah.
The little housing place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's like a little neighborhood at this beach called Boca Chica where he built SpaceX.
Yeah, he wants that town for like a company town shit, and it sounds fucked.
And he already kicked out most of the people living there. I know a few were still holding on, but that was like 2 years ago. I don't know
What do you mean kicked out?
Priced out. Like basically, he goes up to them and he offers them money.
Okay, he bought him out.
He bought him out.
I thought you meant he found some legal loophole.
Okay. Yeah, no. I shouldn't have said that. He got these people, sat them down, said, "Hey, I'll give you this amount for your house," and a lot of those people took the money, but there were a few that said, "No, I don't want that because I know you guys are a corporation. You guys have a lot more to offer. So no, I'm gonna hold out. And then that's when like the bad shit started happening, where he's like, all right, fine, but on certain days when we launch the rocket, you have to leave your house because the windows could shatter, and we don't want you guys getting hurt. So, and then they start making all this noise, all this racket. That was a story about how some workers broke into one of the old houses to like resettle it, and the neighbors thought burglars were getting in. So that must have been kind of scary.
So
Jesus.
So that was true.
And we don't know if the workers were like told by Elon to go do this, or they just kind of it wouldn't be out of the ordinary. They just kind of did their own thing too, because a lot of these guys are probably from out of the state, out of the region, and they probably just kind of assume or look down on the locals here, and they just think, oh, they're not gonna do anything. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Are they fucking stupid? This is Texas. We'll blow your brains out.
They could be other Texans, and they could just be like, yeah, we'll take the chance.
Jesus.
Like, yeah, that's nuts, isn't it? When even like the threat of Texas doesn't work on you.
Nah, I think I was gonna say I think the threat of Texas works, but I think they probably fucking don't know.
Yeah, that what's worse, that they don't care or they just do not know.
Like, dude, if they broke into the wrong house, a native Texan would have fucking blown their brains out, because the people who live over there, they got them fucking signs out there that are just like, oh, here's the entire document of castle law.
Yeah.
Just like, dude, that's like, what the fuck are you talking about breaking? I'm not gonna do that, Elon. You're crazy.
Yeah, no, but I mean, they tried doing that,
Christ,
and now the whole company town thing has become more reality. Because the last time we went to go check it out, they were like, yeah, SpaceX was there, but they only had like a few little facilities. But now it looks like a full blown, decked out city,
like factory.
There's a factory. There's like freaking trailer parks for the workers, so that way they don't have to go all the way to Brownsville. Like, it looks really interesting.
Yeah, but I can't. Would you live there?
No.
Like, let's say
If I work for SpaceX.
No, I mean, let's say, would you live there if, let's say, Elon's not harassing the shit out of people, and they didn't bother about your house? Would you still want to live next to that fucking racket?
No.
So like one day you're like sleeping.
Yeah, and then you wake up.
You hear a fucking bomb go off.
Yeah.
Because their fucking rockets explode.
Oh my god!
And not only did it explode, but I heard that the last one they sent, the base was like cleaved off. Like there was just a crater, and they're not supposed to do that. I don't know how that happened.
What do you mean?
Well, when a rocket takes off,
yeah,
the base, it's not supposed to have a crater.
Jesus,
Would
you live there?
How did that happen?
Hell no! I would not live in a place like that.
You don't want to, but bro, beachfront property.
Beachfront property, true.
Yeah, it'll probably be the last one too if the rocket falls on you.
Yeah. No, that's
I'm
okay.
surprised. Like nothing like that has happened yet. I hope it doesn't. You know.
Hey, but you want to live there knowing that, like, not even. It wasn't even the little company town. It was the other city. I don't know if it was Brownsville or because there was already footage of like the rocket took off and all the kids in the school went outside to go see it.
Yeah, they had like the day off.
Kind of like it was like the middle of it was like in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And so the kids go outside to go see the rocket, and nothing happens. I mean, it fucked up. It exploded. They blew it up on purpose.
Yeah, because it was a test rocket.
Something fucked up, and they were like, "We need to detonate it," and nothing happened to the kids. But inside, like the fucking lights fell off and all this shit. Some of the ceiling panels fell off because that's how much it shakes the fucking area.
Yeah, it's a fucking bomb going off. It's gonna fucking rock the city.
And this isn't like Port Isabel. This is miles and miles away.
And
so imagine what it would be like living there.
Right near. You can see it from your fucking window. And I bring this up because also, shit falls on your town. Like the pieces of that rocket.
Yeah, they gotta come down.
They have to come down.
They have to come down eventually.
And
man.
little pieces fell in people's yards and all this shit.
Most of the heavy stuff fell in the ocean, right? So
but
at
like,
least they got that. But it doesn't need to be big either to kill you or hurt
that's
you.
another thing. I kicked the microphone.
Like a screw falling from that height would probably.
It probably hurts you a lot.
Yeah, it hurt a lot.
I don't think it would kill you. To my understanding,
That's still a
terminal
lawsuit.
velocity doesn't like kill you. It has to be very particular. But like, I can't imagine. I think to my understanding, he also made the rocket like unnecessarily huge.
It's like a it's
Probably
like
as a spectacle.
a giant tower
Yeah, he
of a
made
rocket. Actually,
he made it massive. I mean, as a scientist, I would assume that your whole goal is how big can we get away with this?
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He's over there trying to turn shit into cruise liners. He's trying to make cruise liner size like ships. Don't
Like
forget that.
Gigantic, like Titanic in space.
Well, he's trying to make like cruise liners, so you can go. So I mean, shit. That sounds. It might sound ridiculous, but that's really what I understand is that he's trying to commercialize
Space. They want to do
travel.
space tourism. Kind of
Yeah.
like what happened with Jeff Bezos, where they fly you to the top, just barely poking out of the planet, and then you just come back down.
Dude, Jeff Bezos probably richer than Elon Musk, and even he kind of. It seems I haven't heard shit from Jeff Bezos, right?
No, yeah, no, he hasn't really done much of anything.
He hasn't done shit. So even Jeff Bezos was like, "This is probably ridiculous." That's what I'm assuming, right?
I don't know, but see, he also scored kind of a better launch site because he got one in West Texas where there's desert. It's probably a little better where that way there's not as much big deal about the
Controversy and all
that.
this shit.
Whereas here with SpaceX, I still have no idea how they got that land where all the natural like reserves are at.
I mean, just legal loopholes and fucking people over and
And
paying people off.
Bribing people and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to shit on the city of Brownsville. What is Boca Chica part of the same county?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to shit on the people of Brownsville, but sounds to me like your fucking local government just fucking took some cash and didn't realize what the fuck they were doing.
They shook hands.
It's probably gonna come back and
They
bite
shook
them in
hands with the
ass at
devil.
some point.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they did anything evil, but it does sound to me like they were just fucking. They had buck fever when this fucker was like, "We want to build a fucking."
And that was probably in development for ages, like before
mean,
we even knew who SpaceX was.
I mean, dude, like, what did you think of Elon? For the first couple of years of his public.
He was an alright guy. Like, yeah, he was rich and he could be a weirdo, but overall, I just thought he was like alright. It's kind of like Jeff Bezos. Like, you don't think of him
You'd be a little,
much.
you'd be a little suspicious.
A little bit.
But what if he came and was like, "I want to put your shit in a museum"? You'd probably you might snap and not go crazy, but you'd probably get a little buck fever and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, I'll totally."
For sure. Like,
And you don't realize that he's like, "Yeah, but I
own
I
you.
need something more specific, like, yeah, I gotta fucking burn down this butterfly sanctuary to fucking put the museum in which your art is gonna be held.
Yeah.
And also I gotta kill these like children." Like, you signed the contract. You didn't fucking.
You didn't know what you were really gonna get into.
Yeah,
Oh, like every couple minutes, I'm gonna have to tase you in the right arm.
But I believe those.
Exactly.
But I believe the people at Brownsville, the ones in charge, they knew. Like, they just saw the revenue that would come, and that was enough.
I guess me personally, I'm giving them like the benefit of the doubt, because I feel like not a lot of people. I mean, for fuck's sake, dude, you've seen so many just people who are of our age, a little older, and they're just they laser focus their career in politics or city management. They don't know what the fuck an electric car is. They don't know what the fuck goes into rockets.
That's kind of fucking sad.
I mean, dude, that's what I mean. Like,
Shouldn't you be more educated when you're like delving into this type of business?
they probably do, but like their whole thing is like their key components is like the business aspect, right?
Yes.
You
Just business, yes.
I think the thing is like, look, you're like middle management, right? Kinda.
Yeah.
You've done it
yeah.
all. You've done the from the bottom to where you are now.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody in like city management has ever gone from working at a gas station to construction to being
Becoming
mayor.
a hairstylist.
Yeah, they're not. They don't go from blue collar to white collar. Like, they just always were white collar. You know.
Yeah, like
Maybe.
So you can carry yourself from blue collar to white collar. I'm not saying it can't happen.
Oh yeah, fair, for sure.
But we do know we're kind of close to some political people, and we know that at least their generation, they had a pretty good start.
Mm-hmm.
They had a pretty good start to jump into politics.
Yeah.
Like,
Very they had like an advantage at first, but
I mean, you could have been like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this creative stuff. I'm just gonna become a lawyer or some shit.
yeah.
I mean, dude, that's what a lot of people around here do. They just like lawyer up.
And how many of them like genuinely want to do it versus social pressure, family pressure, or they just don't really have it in them?
You know what's a little weird?
What's up?
I don't know. Do I want to use the word vendido? I don't know what it is about, like, there's something weird to me about seeing, like...
For those that don't know, a vendido is like a sellout.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I did not know what that
More
meant.
specifically, like a race trader.
Yeah, it's like a race.
It's really bad.
It's like a really...
You shouldn't call anybody that.
Yeah, it's like a really slimy word. It's like the closest I could think of would be like an Uncle Tom.
But if you really want to piss off your family, just say that to one of your cousins.
Yeah. also, the super one, you got Max Meter. Just be like, yeah, your fucking mom was right about you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's not even. That's just for anyone. Yeah.
That's boom. That's a stab right there. But no, I was thinking about like how we are Spanish, and it's so weird to see, not our parents, but parents in general of Mexican families just get so fucking happy and proud that their children become border patrol or ICE agents.
Oh yeah. There's a lot
I mean,
that
I
are
get-
that disconnected
That's
from
so
that.
fucking weird.
I guess he would be proud, right? Your kid's a police officer. He's doing really good for himself.
For the community.
But then you're kind of like,
Wait a minute.
wait a minute.
Is that why Theo isn't here? And you're like, oh no. Just like the hard reality sets in.
Not everybody. It's because not everybody's cool. I remember, one of my relatives. He was a fucking DEA agent,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he didn't fucking arrest his grandma. He was like, his fucking grandma didn't know what the fuck weed was, but she did know that people have offered her a fuckload of money for this fancy plant that grows in her yard.
Yeah.
People have offered her a shitload of money for
And
it.
she never takes it.
She doesn't know what the fuck it was. She was just like, she was smart. She was smart enough to be like, no, I'm not going to sell it, but I'm going to use it to grow more. Whatever the fuck this is. She doesn't know what the fuck it is. She's an old woman.
Yeah. She's very, very like, no, it's just some extra weeds.
Yeah. I don't know. She has no fucking clue.
Where did it come from?
I don't know. She started growing in her backyard one day. Probably somebody was smoking or some shit or threw it in there.
Like
I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it started growing in her yard, and she was gonna grow more of them because people were offering her fuckloads of money. But this is back in like 1980, maybe
Long ago.
longer than that. This is like
70s?
yeah, this is like 1960.
19, okay.
Wow, even longer.
Yeah, this is like 1960, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because her son or some shit, I forget which relative, was like, oh yes, abuela, grandma, you should probably get rid of that. No, hombre mijo, grandma, I'm telling you for your own safety, you should get rid of that plant. So my dad went to go burn it as a little kid, and he was just like, what? Wow.
He's like, what's going on?
Wow. I feel
But yeah, instead of like arresting his fucking
different.
instead of like arresting his grandma or tia or whatever,
He
because I don't
gave
know,
her-
I don't know how exactly how they're related. He was like, yeah, you need to get rid of that.
Yeah.
You know,
You need to be
um,
forewarned.
I think it's frustrating sometimes because like if I was a cop, I'd have to arrest like half my family. I come to find out like, wow, so many of you are fucking drug dealers. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Just throw yourself in there too. Why don't you? You know.
I find it annoying because, like, oh man, there's this one relative that I was like, wow, I'm so happy. I hung out with them more because I was like, wow, you're like a blah blah blah. You do this job. That's so respectable. And then I'm like, somebody else was like, you know that they slang this on the side, and I'm like,
Oh,
God damn it! Like, what the fuck? You couldn't just do that.
You
job?
couldn't like you have
That was such a lucrative job.
you have the degree for it. Why are you committing crimes?
And the only reason I find out is because I'm like,
It's greed, isn't it?
no. The how I found out, I was like, what the fuck? They got home invaded. That's crazy. And like, he got fucking hit in the face with an AK-47, all this shit. And I'm just like, wait, why the fuck did all that happen? That sounds really over the top. Because if you people don't know, home invasions don't fucking happen. They don't happen all the fucking time, okay? They're not out to get you unless you're like, look,
unless you're in with some really
if
shady
you
people.
if you're doing something fucked up,
The streets
somebody-
are gonna know.
the streets are gonna know. And the cops walk on the streets.
Oh, yes.
So they probably know and are waiting to fucking get you. Okay? But if you're a fucking accountant who makes a shitload of money for some fucking reason, then nobody gives a shit about you. Fuck you. So I was like, dude, you're a fucking you have like a really good job. What the fuck? Why did this happen to you? And then I'm like, somebody tells me blah blah blah. I'm trying to be a little vague about it.
Yeah.
But like they tell me blah 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 this, and I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my god! Every single one of you, fucking
Idiots.
Jesus
Pushers.
Christ! Yeah, like I cannot believe it.
So did
And
that,
you didn't give me any? Like, what the fuck?
and that beating, did it convince him to stop, or did he? Was he
I don't.
still swinging?
That I don't even know. Because like
Like, what do
as
you?
as soon as I realized that, I was just I can't. I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah. What made you think, or what do you think he was invaded? Like, did he break some rule, or were they just trying to get his stash?
To be honest, I think majority of home invasions involving things like that just happen because they just want to get the shit.
Yeah.
The jewelry, the
Leave a
money,
message.
the secret
No,
stash.
there's no message. It's just we want the shit. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, oh,
He sells this. Well,
he does this.
he's got to have it somewhere.
He's got to have it somewhere. We got to find out. And
Damn.
so,
Miracle they didn't blow his head off.
nah, but they beat him up pretty bad. But like, I'm just like, damn, okay, that's fucking ridiculous. And the other, like, I have other family members that go to jail and all this stuff, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ. One of them, I guess, he's turned his life around. I'm like, okay, you better not do it again. Like, fucking.
And then he did it again, didn't he?
No, I don't know. The reason that this becomes like a lackluster story in the end of it, because it's like, I don't want to talk to you people.
Well, yeah, because you already know
And
that
I don't want
they did it.
I don't want to know any further because, like, I feel like knowing also gets you in trouble or something.
Yeah, a little bit. You're worried that that stuff could like follow you in some way. Maybe they see you as like a close confidant,
And like, yeah, like fuck off. I don't.
yeah, you just don't want to get involved. It's better not to get involved if
mean,
you can avoid it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, man, do you know any criminals? Like,
I never had any criminal stuff happen in my life or anything
Nah,
like that.
like the ones that would do something like that, they were like very distant, and they grew up in cities far away from us, like Houston and all that. So
yeah.
that's a very different environment where that kind of stuff could happen. Way more than here.
My father was a criminal, yeah.
What did he do?
He was a drug mule.
There you go.
Wow. So you just passed stuff through the border?
Yes. From what I was told, yes. That's what he did. And
I feel like that's the most dangerous one.
that's the most dangerous one, yes.
Because that's the one, like, not even for like other cartel members. I'm thinking of like the cops pick you up and be like, where are you getting the shit?
Yeah, because on top of getting caught, now they're going to press you to reveal the source, and that could be even more of a danger on your life.
Yeah, because like cops don't care about little drug dealers. you
Yeah, they
know?
want the big fish.
They want the big boy.
Yeah. And, well, that's why
The big
he's
fucker.
not here for 22 years.
He's in jail?
No, suppose he was deported, and
Oh.
then he just disappeared.
That's how it be.
That's how it
But
do
it's
be.
probably better this way.
But
Yeah.
it probably is better this way to this point. Yeah, I was like, you know what? Whatever.
He'll look at
He
you and be
did-
like, "Hey, you could be working over there, or you could be slanging the thing."
Yeah, and I was like, nah. You know what?
Nah.
Fuck him for doing that.
How old were you when you got arrested or deported?
I want to say 7 or 8,
Wow.
maybe about 7.
And you haven't seen him since?
No, I have not seen him since. I've only heard stories that he's like alive somewhere in some other state.
I mean, like, I have my relatives, and I don't think none of them are dead, but like, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I don't. It's as simple as I've told you, right? Like, I don't want to talk to you. It's just too disappointing.
Yeah, like when you. Oh.
No, I haven't cut off family like that as far as I know. Like
I mean,
nobody's done anything personally to me where I would do that kind of thing.
Well, for me, it's not that I cut them off. It's more that we all visit at this one house, one relative's house, and after I was told, like, oh yeah, the cops have every reason to raid this place,
You just not go there.
I just don't go there because if I'm caught there, they'll be like, oh, you knew about this and you never told us. That's a crime.
Yeah, that's like forget what it's called.
So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm not gonna be there.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, just don't do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Don't. It's not even like.
Don't-
It sucks. It sucks a lot because you stop speaking to relatives that you probably like.
Oh no, trust me, I don't like it.
Okay, well then there you go. It solves your problems. I guess.
To me, like, it's not like a huge thing, but like, they're also like just much older, and I just like, sorry,
Like, you were already not on the best like
I don't need it.
connective.
I don't want to go over there and hear them talk about contrails and how we're being poisoned by airplanes flying in the
Oh,
sky.
that's even more gracious.
Oh man, I'm here. I'm getting a lot of that from my coworkers too sometimes.
Or at work. Oh, that's closer. No, I meant like at the same time. You should harass them in this specific way. It's very funny to me. Like, what have they told you?
Hey, he's like a way older man. He's like 60 years old.
Uh-huh.
He's a musician. He believes in the conspiracy thing of like
What's the latest?
the latest thing is that the chemtrails, and he believes in reptilians.
Okay. So it's as simple as like, yeah, man, I think you're right. What should we do about it? And then they're probably gonna tell you some bullshit like, "There's nothing we can do," and I'm like, "Okay, then I'm gonna go back to work." Like as simple as that. That's how I fucking bother my aunt.
How does it go with your aunt?
No, it's just the fucking conversation dies like
As
a
soon as you,
fucking
like,
animal on the road.
Question them.
Yeah, like what?
Like, what
because-
did she believe in that you? And what was your rebuttal?
Oh, very vanilla stuff like chemtrails.
Chemtrails. Chemtrails.
Her big thing, I don't know where the fuck this one comes from. She's like totally against pasteurized milk, but it's like, you mean dairy products? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
All dairy products pasteurized?
Yes.
What is pasteurized? Is just like boiling.
They just heat it to kill the bacteria.
Yeah, pretty much.
Literally,
Not-
like, oh, you boil your milk for your like.
I would argue that
your,
milk is probably bad for you.
for your horchata. What do you?
Yeah,
what-
probably-
You just
I mean,
pasteurize
You
your.
probably won't die, but it'll be much worse on you.
Yeah, like I would argue milk's not good for you. You're probably making stomachache problems.
That's
later.
why lactose
Okay.
intolerant. That's why you become lactose intolerant. You just have it too much over time.
Yeah, that's another thing, right? You're talking about my lactose intolerantness. You can get lactose intolerant, right?
Yeah.
You
So,
develop
but going back, right?
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, pasteurized milk is bad for you," and it's like, "Yeah, well, unpasteurized milk is gonna kill you." So like, I don't know what the fuck. And she's all about the chemtrails. She's all about Trump. She's all about. I don't think she said reptilians, but she could easily. I could see her telling me because she's heavy religious, and she's such a fucking.
So is the same as my coworker.
But she's so. I want to say like rude about it, like if you're very religious and you're chill or whatever. She will. Oh, she hates the gays. Obviously, she's like super anti-transgender.
Oh yes, yep. My coworker is exactly the same way.
And
He's like, yeah, because you know how like we saw like some stuff where I work at, like on the TV, explaining like certain things are gonna happen regarding to like
yeah, they're fighting for their rights.
fighting for the rights and all that stuff. And he's like, good, I'm glad they should all die. He said that openly.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, oh my god, this man's gonna get me in big fucking trouble one of these days.
Yeah, no, that's fucking weird.
Wait, if you're team
He's
leader,
literally
can't you like report him, do something about it?
Oh, he's already been in trouble a couple of times for being. He openly flats out, yeah, I hate women.
I mean, honestly, at that point, it's like, don't worry about it. He's gonna
bury.
He'll get his-
He's
I
literally.
mean, look, if you
Yeah.
give a shit,
Yeah.
you just you know the fucking.
Oh, my coworkers know. My bosses know.
No, I meant like
Everybody's
you,
aware
you
now.
know the corporate method. You just put in the paperwork and be like this.
Yeah,
He's probably gonna be gone.
he's already gotten in trouble twice
And let me tell you,
regarding to like a couple
let me,
of women.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah,
It's that mentality and that situation that's gonna. It's not gonna go well for him at all because. It's in those situations where he's gonna come and be like, man, the system is out to get me. It's like, no, you're a piece of shit.
yeah. Like I can't argue with this man because it's just gonna just fly over his head.
Yeah, no, like, no, you're a
I
piece of
can't.
shit. Like, he might even find you as like a confidant or something. He'd be like, can you believe it? They fucking let me go. It's all this fucking woke media. It was like, and that's your chance. He's not your coworker anymore. You can just be like, no, dude, it's because you're a fucking piece of shit. You won't shut the fuck up about this stuff.
And like like people.
You don't know how to keep your fucking opinions to yourself.
Yes, yeah, he's very like that. He's very opiniated, and I'm
Super
like,
bad.
dude, this is I never told him any of this because he's a grown ass man. He should know at this point.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna come back and bite him in the ass one of these days. And I'm like, you know what, dude, you're digging your own grave. I'm just gonna sit here and just watch you do it.
And they'll never fucking understand that they're gonna find some way to be like, no, it's the woke system, it's the media. They won't let me keep a job because this and that. It's like, no, dude, that's
you.
not it. Yeah,
This is you. This is you becoming a fucking like almost like you're becoming very parasitic. I'm like, this is not.
do we use the word paranoid? Like, do we say that? Like, is that what that is?
Yeah.
I don't. Just psychotic, like fucking mental energy, just psychotic mental and energy, just no fucking idea. Oh, super unaware. That's the word, right?
Super unaware of the fact, like, oh shit, like this.
Maybe I'm a fucking
maybe this
monster.
isn't a good. Maybe this. I'm expressing very bad behavior right now. I should probably not do that. But I don't know. I'm like, this man. Like, what the? I can't grasp. This is why I fucking hate older adults sometimes because they're so fucking oblivious to like how they act
They just don't
towards
get
other
it.
individuals.
It just sucks because they don't realize. Oh, you know what? I bet you sometime in his life he said, like, I can't believe they're pushing all this shit on people. They're forcing all this transgender shit on people. And don't you hate that? Like, I would never want to force anything. It's like, yeah, I'm glad that they're not doing that. Because, like, I don't know what it is. That person like that thinks that they're forcing this shit
Yes.
onto you.
Yes.
And they don't realize that they're also just, like, on the opposite, forcing
Their dumb shit.
their
on us.
dumb shit on other people. Like, right now, like, my mom's not gonna have kids, but she's so disappointed that the government gets their fucking ass all up in abortion rights.
Mm-hmm.
She gets really, like, she's not like boiling about it. She's just like, man, what a fucking waste of my goddamn money. What a waste of my fucking taxpayers. Like, fuck off. Because you know, right?
Yeah.
You know that they're pushing hard. They're pushing hard, like, they want to be pro-life. They want to push
Yeah.
pro-life super hard, okay?
Yeah. Like, man.
But then, once the baby's born, what the fuck do you mean welfare? We're not gonna help that fucking baby. Fuck you. That's not our problem. Immediately, right? Like,
yeah. Like immediately. Like
They're
it's-
pro-life until the baby
Actually
comes to
comes-
life. Then
It's
that's
no
a
longer their
that's
problem.
a different
Is it,
story.
like, and I'm like, dude.
we're pro-life, not pro-helping the citizens.
Yeah. And you're like, you can't have it both ways. What is this for? Who is this for?
Huh, we've actually been going for 2 hours.
Yeah.
An hour 40. Let's just finish it then. Okay, so actually, reptilians.
Yes.
Here's the thing. I've always heard about these reptilian things, and I've always just kind of thought to myself, like, they say some shit like, oh, the Clintons are actually reptilians.
The queen is reptilian.
The queen is reptilian and all this stuff. And I think to myself, well, they're not doing anything fucking worse than...
Than any other people, like Trump. Like they're not going to say Trump is reptilian.
They wouldn't say Trump is reptilian, but like... If you found out that Trump was reptilian or any of them were reptilian...
Yeah.
Would you really be bothered? Like, okay, I don't think that makes a difference. Your policies still suck ass.
Yeah, like I was like, wow, you're
You
a
still-
reptilian? Your politics still suck ass.
You still deported my Tío Lupe. I'm not going to
Yeah,
forget
like-
that.
If I found out that both political parties were reptilians, I'd be like, oh, that explains it. Do we like?
Do we kill them or
what-
do we let them like keep doing shit?
'Cause
Like, what do you do?
I can because there's two camps. There's two camps of this, where it's like, does it matter? I don't know. Just they're either okay. They're either there. They've taken over, or they're gonna take over.
Yeah, it's always one or the other.
Yeah, like they are the reptilians are gonna take over, but it's like, are they gonna do? They're gonna.
What is their plan?
They're gonna enslave us.
Yeah, that's
what?
what most conspirators think. Like, oh shit, they're gonna enslave us. They drink
They're gonna
baby's blood.
I remember hearing some shit about like they're here for our precious metals.
Yeah, they're here to drink all the water or some shit like that. Something
They're
stupid.
they're here for our precious metals, and it's like,
Our gold
I don't know, dude. We're blowing through a lot of our shit already.
already.
Yeah,
what,
like,
now you want
what?
some?
Well, so what?
Like, dude, we're already running out of gold.
And what does-
they're a little late.
And if they wanted it, why are they trying to pretend to be Clinton or the queen? Like, how is being the queen gonna get you precious metals?
You already own everything.
Like, why not? Like, wouldn't it make more sense if like Elon Musk was a reptilian,
Yeah,
or
'cause-
like, I mean, somebody probably thinks Elon Musk is a reptilian.
because
Or, like,
he's trying
Jeff
to get all the
Bezos.
lithium.
Jeff Bezos even more, right? Like Jeff Bezos or
But they're usually being supported by people who believe other reptilians. Like they're not the ones that are gonna say, "Oh yeah, Elon's a reptilian." They're gonna say something like, "Elon's trying to fight against the reptilian menace."
Jesus. By doing
He's the
what?
resistance.
By blowing up rockets at the beach.
By blowing up rockets
Rockets
at the beach.
beach.
Blowing up rockets on the beach and making shitty cars.
Blowing up rockets at the beach sounds like a good debut album name.
Beach bombardment.
Beach bombardment. Something else with bees.
Beach bombardment ballads.
There you go.
I mean,
Makes more sense.
what about like bombardment ballads? Or beach ballads, something like that.
Something just simple and.
I mean,
nice.
honestly, it'd be really cool. Okay, so he really likes surf rock music, but I've never heard. Maybe you already know. I have never heard it, but I'd be like, man, that'd be kind of cool if there was like some slow, like I don't know what the word, sensitive. Like imagine if Joji made slow, fucking surf rock, like it's depressing slow surf rock.
Yeah.
Just like like maybe like the shit you've heard on SpongeBob.
Something like that. Yeah.
And it's just like talking about being sad on the beach or some shit. Yeah, that'd be fucking dope. I want to hear some sad surf rock.
I could listen to that.
I want some sad surf rock. Oh, you're fucking over there listening to fucking Passenger still. I'm sad and I'm lonely.
What's Passengers?
You've never heard
You know what
Passenger?
passengers are? How fucking
It's a
dare
pretty.
you?
They make well.
He makes really.
To be
decent
honest,
music,
I've only
man.
listened to like the beginning.
Are
stuff.
they an old group or a new group?
It's just one guy,
Oh.
It's just like
a guy, and
he's called Passenger.
yeah.
And is he a recent guy?
He's been doing it for
He's
quite a
better.
while.
He's like English Radiohead, to be honest.
There you go. That's
Wait,
you know what?
English
There,
Radiohead? What do you mean English Radiohead?
He's from England.
Radiohead's from England too.
Oh, he's better.
there you go.
you.
He's a better. He's a better Radiohead.
He's from the better side of the island. I'm sorry. Maybe he's Welsh. I don't remember. But no, I don't know. He's like, He's like Radiohead songs that you can sing,
Okay.
that you can like sing to.
Because
You-
he's
'cause I
he's leaning more on folk.
Yes, there you go.
Oh,
He's leaning on folk like
is nice.
Lumineers and Monster and Men and that kind of shit.
I was gonna recommend more another good Radiohead album
Oh
to
yeah,
you,
this
but
fucking jerk off made me listen to Radiohead.
All of it?
no,
he
I
made
just
me-
get him Kid A.
And Kid A was okay.
That's fine, yeah.
Kid A was
alright.
fine, but like
He doesn't like Tom York singing.
I have a big problem with lyrics that aren't clear.
Yeah, he's very like vague and.
No,
try to
I
be
meant
poetic.
like I need to fucking hear you.
Oh, okay.
I need to hear the fucking words you're saying.
Yeah.
If you're gonna stretch out the words,
So I guess you're not a fan of like Nirvana.
nah. Well, no, I know what Nirvana's saying,
Yeah.
but I also don't like Nirvana too much anyway.
Yeah.
No, I just felt like Tom York wasn't sad enough. Like
Oh yeah, no. On Kid A,
on Kid A,
like if you want really like the saddest.
no, I don't. I mean, I don't give a shit that it's sad. I just meant like it just it felt like a little empty to me. Like it was just too. Like, dude, you should have just made a drone album.
That would have been cool.
You
I
could
like
have
that.
you could have made a drone album. Make an instrumental. That would have been cool. Kid A would have been a little bit cooler if it was just an instrumental, because like his lyrics, I can't fucking. They were a little drowned out.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't understand what he was saying, and that's because I'm listening to what like the actual, not studio headphones. I forget what the fuck the word is, but like they're really good headphones. They're really clear. They're fucking meant to. You're supposed to hear everything that people are saying.
Yeah.
Reference headphones. And I thought it was just like, dude, this would have been a great tone drone album, whatever. But like his lyrics don't add anything. His voice doesn't add anything to the music. So it was just kind of like, okay, it's fine.
Yeah. I think another album, and it's on the same list as all
What
these
al-
like music board
What
recommendations.
What album is Karma Police on?
That's Okay Computer. That's the third one. It's before Kid A. You should listen to that one too. You might like that one.
I feel like the reason that I'm always I don't want to be like, oh, I'm contrarian. I don't want to force myself. I like Karma Police, but that's because I can hear what the fuck he's saying.
Well, then listen to OK Computer. I'll link you the album, and you tell me what you think.
Actually, I already had Kid A.
Yeah,
I have I did not listen to it on the link you sent me. I have
the album.
the actual FLAC like raw
Nice.
files and all that, and so I listened to Kid A. What I'm basically trying to say is I gave Kid A the fucking perfect. Like I listened to them in the reference headphones. I listened
The
to
best of the best.
I listened to it on like the actual FLAC files and everything, and I was still just like, yeah, it's okay.
That's fine. You gave him a shot. That's all that matters.
And then
I don't know, like, I don't know. Like, for me personally,
I think you could like Kid A.
I listened to Kid A.
Yeah, he also gave him a shot. I recommended it to him. But now the other album that I listened to that you might like, if you like drone and you like that ambient music, Godspeed You Emperor, Black Emperor is another good one. But that's a band, and one of their albums is called "Lift Your Skinny Wrists Up in the Sky," something like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what? Have you ever listened to? I don't think I have it on me. I think it's by that band that I just completely missed in high school. A Day to Remember.
A Day to Remember.
That's the band
Yeah,
or the album?
That's the band.
No, I don't remember them.
Look it up. You've probably seen the shirts.
A Day to Remember.
Yeah.
A Day to Remember. Why is that? I don't know. It sounds familiar, but like I'm drawing a blank on top of my head right now. A Day to Remember. What the fuck?
It's like I guess emo band. But I only like one song. Wait. Oh well. The only reason I even like that song that I'm thinking of, it's called. Let's see, A Day to Remember.
I'm looking at some of the stuff and it's not clicking in my head.
It's because you've only ever heard their music in Kitty 706's.
Oh,
videos.
okay. That's probably why. They've been doing this shit for a long time. For 20 years.
Yeah, I guess I don't remember them. I don't even remember seeing any shirts like that.
It's because there's, like I said, these bands I don't really listen to their music, okay? But that one song, this is the song. Oh, don't play it. It's fucking loud. It's a song that I only gave a shit about, and like I only gave it a chance was because it was the last song that I had ever heard from Kitty 706's Team Fortress 2 videos. And the song is called Another Song About the Weekend.
Another song about. Okay, I gotta watch that video again.
Yeah, and
I'll probably be like, oh shit, yeah.
And of course, somebody made like a Team Fortress 2 music video with the song.
With the song.
And if you can, I'll send you this other song by I think it's also. Oh, it's in my fucking search history. Against Me. You ever heard of the band called Against Me?
No.
I believe that the lead singer is now a trans woman. What is it? When you become a woman, are you trans woman? Or?
Yes.
I believe she's a trans woman now. Yeah, she's a lady now. And that means I get to hear a different voice.
Oh shit.
Sing the song later. Because I only know back when she was a boy. And I don't even remember what their name was, so I can't dead name them.
Yeah.
But Sink Florida Sink is also another great song. I can't tell you right now what the fuck the song was about, but it's awesome. It was like, wow. But it's really fucking hard. There's two versions. There's an acoustic version, and then there's the electric version. It's really hard to find like the original version now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where that version is.
Jeez.
But like, yeah. Anyway, so
I'm sure there's bootlegs of it.
I was listening to fucking Mr. Worldwide, and I was like, wow, this guy is top tier, dude. Like Mr. Worldwide, what's his name?
Pitbull?
Yeah, dude. Well, I went to his Walmart concert in Alaska. That shit was awesome. It was cold as fuck.
I was uncomfortable.
I got fucking beat to shit by a bear.
I was on coke the whole time.
Oh my god. Man. So, okay, you went to a fucking thing.
Concert, yeah.
You went to a concert. Did you do any drugs? Did you like them? Yeah.
Just beer.
Nah, beer. Classic drug beer.
Classic drug beer.
I'd be like, is beer a drug?
Yeah, alcohol.
There you like doing drugs, huh?
But no, I wasn't even offered anything. I was disappointed. What the fuck, Austin? I thought you were cool.
Dude, I mean, how would you feel if like you went to a concert down here and people were like, dude, you want to do some
Molly?
fentanyl?
Some fentanyl?
God, no, dude. I'd just leave the party because I'd be afraid of breathing that like in the air.
I mean, to be honest, no. Down here, everyone's like, fentanyl, but then you go to Austin and they hit you up with some actual like, yo, what's up? I got some I want to do some. He's a retro drug dealer. He brings out some Quaaludes and shit like that.
They take a while to activate, but they're the real deal, man.
You completely missed the concert.
Yeah. It's like the
you're-
concert lasts 2 hours, and then 2 hours and 30. That's when the Quaaludes hit.
You're physically there.
Now you can't go home because you're like struggling to go down the stairs.
I was gonna say, like, he's got some pretty fast acting Quaaludes or some shit. You take them, you just wake up in your fucking hostel or whatever the fuck, and you don't even remember the fucking concert.
That'd be a good night or a bad night, one of the two.
You have the shirt to remember, but
You don't have any memories.
You don't have any memories of the concert.
Damn.
That's terrifying. I don't think I ever want to experience something like that.
I don't know who it is. There's somebody I know who just like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? You were constantly just like, yeah, I did a drug and I don't remember what the fuck happened that night. Like everything. He gets blackout drunk. This fucker's not on. I don't think you can get on whippets. but he just doing whippets.
What do whippets do exactly? Like they get you high, they get you like
I don't
dazed?
fucking know. It sounds horrifying the way he described it. It's like, yeah, I did a whippet, everything went black, and I just fucking woke up, and I'm like, what the fuck? That sounds like a nightmare.
Because what it does, it suffocates the brain for a moment, and you get like a rush.
Yeah, like, dude. The same thing could happen if you accidentally like, let me do a fucking funny voice with the helium.
Oh,
But
Like
taking it to like 100.
If you do it, even the little balloon of helium, if you do it too much, you get a fucking headache.
Yeah.
Because you've replaced your lungs
with another
with
source.
not oxygen. It's not good. Don't do that. As a matter of fact, in the opposite end, I don't remember the fucking the gas, but like there's helium which is lighter than air.
Yeah.
And if you replace it, the reason that like it's okay is because it's lighter than air and it kind of like leaves the lungs.
Yeah.
That's my
If
understanding.
you just puff it like that's fine.
Yeah, because you're doing funny voice, and you better start talking fast. Do not hold it in. Do not hold in helium in.
That sounds horrifying. Why would you do that?
No, I mean what I mean is if you're gonna do it for a funny, you better be like that's so funny. You fucking start talking because it needs to leave your body. I remember one time I got a headache because I thought I was gonna do like the helium thing, whatever. But the little helium joke, but I was like, hold on, I need to think. I had already done the hit of the helium. And I was just like, oh, what's the joke? Blah, blah. I was not talking.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was holding helium in, and I was just like, oh. It was fucking horrific. It's just like, oh my God, it's a fucking headache. And
No, then the denser one is
yeah, the dense one, the opposite. You know about
sulfur hexafluoride.
yeah, you know about the opposite one?
What the fuck is that?
It makes
Sounds
your
made
voice-
up.
It's the opposite of helium. It's a denser gas.
It makes your voice super deep,
Yeah.
like Satan deep.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
I gotta
It's-
show you a video.
It's such a denser gas that you can actually contain it in a bucket.
Yeah.
Then when
You
you
can
release
scoop it.
it goes tss, like that.
No. I mean to say, like this gas is heavy enough that you can have it in a tank with no lid and you can scoop it up
What the fuck? What does that mean?
because it's heavier.
What? So it becomes a physical object?
No, well,
No,
not
no.
really.
It's just like like okay, the only way I can explain it is this: there's air all around us, right?
Yeah.
And air,
Yeah.
air itself is a mixture of all kinds of things: gas, fucking methane because you farted or whatever, fuck, all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. But like clouds themselves are lighter than air,
So they float.
so you see them in the sky.
Yeah.
But fog is a mixture of it's a gas, I guess, because it's a mixture of things. It's denser than air. That's why you see it on the fucking ground, right?
Oh.
You ever seen those documentaries of the ocean where they're like brine pools? There's like a lake underwater, and you're like, how does that work? Well, that's
It's
because
the same thing, but in the fucking air.
but
Okay.
but
I get it
yeah.
now.
So anyway, when you inhale that thing, it's heavier. So you go, "Hi, what's up, guys? I'm fucking." You become deep voiced,
Okay.
and that one's harder to get out of your lungs because it's heavier.
Dude, that sounds scarier. I don't think I want that.
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying.
I don't even know what it's used for. Like helium, I know what it's used for, right?
Wait, I don't know what helium's for. I just know about balloons. Do we have helium? No, it's hydrogen, right? Hydrogen's the thing that we're trying to do with cars,
Yeah, hydrogen and then helium.
and we suck at it right now, right?
Yeah, no, don't.
Hydro-
It's in our conspiracy theory that we've invented like a water powered car.
Is that not true? But like it's shitty. Like, look, I'm willing to believe anything, but like, if you told me, oh, we have a water powered car, I'd be like, oh, okay, but it's probably fucking garbage, right?
It
That-
probably
that-
runs at like 20 miles an hour.
Yeah,
like a
because the thing
scooter.
is, somebody
You need to have like 5 gallons to go 10 feet. Some dumb shit.
That sounds, especially if it's hot
That-
outside.
'cause
you're
there's
fucked.
there was a guy that supposedly invented one, and then he died, and then the patent got bought by somebody, and it's never been made like public ever again. So
Some
there's
shit
a
like that.
so there's a conspiracy theory that the big corporations are trying to block this from being invented, so that way we don't ditch gas powered or electric powered or whatever. But as far as I know, I think it's not possible yet to have like water powered
What the
cars.
fuck is up with that water power flashlight?
Oh, I don't know. I've never heard that.
That's fucking demon magic, dude.
That's crazy.
That don't sound
You ever
right.
seen that? You never seen that?
The water
Yeah,
powered
you like
flashlight.
pour water. Yeah, because okay. So I tell you about like water powered car. If you told me that shit was real, I'd be like, okay, I believe you. It's probably garbage because I saw the water power flashlight, and it's fucking garbage. Like it fucking might as well be a goddamn light from the 70s.
It'll be a candle.
Yeah, it's fucking worthless.
Wow, that does sound like shit.
You put water in it and you shake it. Just water. Just
Because
water.
water itself doesn't have like, it's not like it is conductive, but not by a lot.
I just imagine what would happen if you put Gatorade in it. I mean, right? That's the whole thing.
What if we put Mountain Dew in it?
Well, not Mountain Dew. I'm
The
specifically thinking
sugar.
of I'm
Electrolytes.
I'm thinking of not. Well, I'm thinking of salt. You put salt in water, you get electrocuted even more. It conducts more electricity.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering, oh man, the water powered flashlight with fucking. I could imagine that. It's like, what's up? I got a water powered car. Oh, what's your octane? Not octane, but like, you go over there to the station to fill up with the water for your fucking water powered car, and you got to pick which one has more salt.
Oh.
Something like that.
I never understood that. Like, have you ever used the other gases, or do you always pick like the first one, the regular one? Because I always pick the regular one.
So you may not know this, but the manual of your vehicle tells you sometimes, nothing necessarily like
what is the preferred?
but they will tell you will fucking shorten the lifespan of your vehicle
If you use others.
if you use other ones. You're supposed to pick like most high end vehicles will tell you need to fucking use the one in the middle or the one on the right.
Unleaded or Supreme.
Yes, they will. They actually tell you in the manual, like you need to use the Supreme or some shit.
Yeah,
Or
that
you-
makes sense.
And I don't think it'll fuck up your vehicle, but it will like, to my understanding, will shorten the lifespan of that motor, that engine.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but like the Honda or like most vehicles, it's like whatever. But I do know that like, even if you've taken care of your vehicle, you start using the Supreme on older vehicles. It's just better. That's the practice I've been told.
Interesting.
Like, oh, this truck is like fucking
20 years old.
yeah, right. Like the one of the vehicles we have here, it's like as old as me, and so yeah, it's like 20 years old, and so it's like it's better to use the Supreme.
Supreme to keep it alive.
Yeah, to just you like last a little longer. I mean, none of the vehicles we have are even like. They're still worth like repairing. Oh, this fucking went out. This broke. Whatever. Fucking just fix it up. I think it's just more annoying to get things. Like, oh, we gotta get the front module where all the speedometer, all that stuff is. Like, well, we gotta get that, but nobody makes that anymore. So you gotta find a special guy online. He'll send you the thing. But he wants you to he'll send you the thing, but he wants your old one.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, you're paying for him to fix one
Yes.
and send it to you.
Send it to you.
But he wants your old one also, so he can have a replacement that he's gonna fix that too, and sell that to probably somebody else. What'd you find?
No, I was just checking the time and the percentage. I'm at 1%.
I thought you were talking about the octane thing. Well, I think that's enough. So, we'll see you next time. Maybe next Sunday. Maybe next Saturday. I'll fucking whatever. Goodbye.
Later.